Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Look, if you follow international football even a little bit, you're probably still processing that incredible finish to the 2025 UEFA Nations League. So today, we're doing what we always do, a proper deep dive. We're unpacking Portugal's historic win. We'll get into the key moments, some really standout performances, and what this all means in the bigger picture. We're drawing on all the match reports and analysis we've got.
Yeah, and the material we have is pretty detailed. It gives us a great view, almost moment by moment, of what went down in Munich and, crucially, why things happened the way they did.
Okay, so let's set the scene. The reports describe a really tense final. Portugal clinched the 2025 Nations League title, some call it the Nations Cup, right,
That's the one.
by beating Spain. A huge rivalry, obviously. It all happened June 8th, 2025, at the Allianz Arena in Munich.
And what's really interesting is just how tight it was tactically. Spain and Portugal drew 2-2. Even after extra time, it had to go to penalties. The analysis just shows these teams were so evenly matched, it came down to, well, nerve, really. Portugal eventually took it 5-3 in the shootout. Super tense.
And the goals during the match, they tell their own story, don't they?
Yeah.
Spain scored first, Martin Zubimendi about 21 minutes in. Then Mikel Oyarzabal right before halftime, 45th minute. Looked good for Spain then.
It did, but Portugal, they weren't phased. Nuno Mendes hit back pretty quick, 26th minute, showed some real attacking flair there.
And then who else? Cristiano Ronaldo gets that vital equalizer in the 61st minute. Amazing. So it's back and forth, ends 2-2. What did the report say were the absolute crunch moments in that shootout?
Well, the analysis points to two massive moments, really. First, Portugal's keeper, Diogo Costa. He makes this incredible save from Alvaro Morata's penalty. And it wasn't just luck. Reports suggest they'd done their homework on Morata. Real game changer, that save.
Huge pressure shift right there.
Exactly. And then all eyes on Ruben Neves. He had the deciding kick for Portugal, and he just buried it. Cool as you like, Portugal scored all 5 of theirs. 5 for 5. That shows incredible composure under that kind of pressure.
Definitely. But okay, beyond the team effort, the analyses really honed in on a couple of individual performances, people who, really seemed to swing the game. Let's talk Nuno Mendes.
Yeah.
Man of the match. Scored, assisted the equalizer. But the reports say he was more than that, like a defensive rock.
Yeah.
How did he actually influence things?
Yeah, Mendes was fascinating. He offered so much at both ends. The reports detail his attacking contributions, obviously vital. But it was his defensive work, his positioning, that really choked Spain's wide attacks. He was constantly tracking back, breaking things up. That forced Spain inside where it's more crowded. So, yeah, defensive rock is fair, but it was smart. Tactical defending, too. A huge advantage.
Right. Smart play. And then you just have to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, 40 years old.
Incredible.
Scores that massive equalizer. His 138th goal for Portugal, which is just mind-boggling.
And he becomes the oldest player ever to score in a Nations League final. History made right there.
And you saw it, didn't you?
Yeah.
He was so emotional at the end. How do the analysts explain him still doing it at this level, at his age?
Well, I think that emotion ties into it. It clearly meant so much personally. He even said later, didn't he? It's tears, duty done, and a lot of joy. Nothing is better than winning for Portugal. Performance-wise, the reports suggest it's less about, the sheer pace maybe, and more about incredible football intelligence. Reading the game, being in the right place, clinical finishing. He's adapted his game. It's experience, football IQ, maximizing every touch. Just a masterclass, really.
Wow. So putting it all together, what's the significance for Portugal's footballing history? This feels big, more than just one competition win.
Oh, it's huge. They're the first team ever to win the Nations League twice. Remember, they won the first one in 2019. So this is their third major international trophy now, adding it to Euro 2016 and that first Nations League. It's a remarkable period of sustained success for them. It really speaks to how they blend these legendary veterans with exciting new talent. Even the Spain coach, Luis de la Fuente, basically admitted it. He said, details make the difference. They were just slightly better and more effective.
Yeah, that's telling, isn't it? Basically saying, tactically, Portugal edged it.
Pretty much. A tactical win, not just a result.
So, to wrap up then, a truly nail-biting final, 2-2, penalties. Incredible stuff from Mendes, Ronaldo stepping up yet again. This victory really cements a place in Portugal's history books.
Absolutely. The composure, the tactics, the individual moments, it all came together. And maybe a final thought for you, the listener. Beyond just this win, what does this sustained success for Portugal, this balancing act of old guard and new stars? Tell us more broadly. Is there a kind of blueprint there for how you achieve consistent excellence in top-level sport? Managing egos, talent pipeline, or something deeper, maybe a national footballing identity?
That's a great question to ponder. A fascinating mix of drama, elite skill, and history we witnessed. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We hope you got some new insights.